Hello, Matt Rule 64 here, and welcome to something a little different. The Sonic hacking contest is happening, and I felt like I wanted to try something different. I felt like, you know what, I want to do mini reviews of these hacks, because I'm interested in doing reviews and top 10s as something different. And I felt this would be the perfect practice to do so. So, the first hack we have here is Sonic, a very useful engine, by Vada Vega. You hear that Sonic Thomas theme tune? You're going to be hearing that a lot. By the end of this, that will be burnt into your mind. You'll remember every note. Hell, after playing this hack, you could probably go over and play the whole thing on keyboard perfectly, because it'd be that etched in your mind. But that said, this hack is pretty much a reference hack of a string. No, it's it's apparently from Lucio. I haven't really watched Lucio that much, I must confess. I've only seen it once. Well, I've seen them 3 times actually, and well, I won a game from one stream, but that's another story for another time. Like, Thomas is quite literally everywhere. You can see in the special stage, he's everywhere. He is in the bumpers. He is in the walls. In the levels. He is in the totem poles. He is the badniks. He is everywhere. You see him in your nightmares. You see him in your dreams. So yeah, this is a really funny hack, and honestly, I actually plan on LPing this. That's why I don't really have much to talk about, because I'll save that for that LP. And honestly, I have a lot of silly things to say about this game. That's why I want to LP it. Anyway, on to the next hack. And now, next hack. Sonic 1 Hard Mode. This is probably going to be the most negative I'll probably ever be in my videos. Even when I eventually do top 10s and hacks, or like, no, not really hacks, but reviews, this is probably going to be like the most negative I'll be. This hack, if you allow me to be blunt, is bad. It's just really bad. Like, it's intended to make the game harder, and Lord knows, you succeed in that part. That doesn't mean it's good challenge, and it doesn't mean it's challenge that doesn't smell like bullshit, because honestly, it smells like bullshit. I mean, come on, it reeks bullshit, and come on, what the fuck was that shit? Like, the problem with this is that hard, by the hacker's definition, is starving you completely of rings, and well, starving you of rings, and like giving you badniks up the ass. Oh, and he also implements rollers, because those were such great enemies in the original Sonic 1, am I right? Like, honestly, the only Sonic enemy in the entire bloody series I absolutely hate with a burning passion. Like, why would you put them in every single level? Just why? Also, on top of that, a lot of the placement of the badniks, and that was my fault, a lot of the placement of the badniks is like really cheap. Like, in one of these clips, you saw me run into in one part, you saw me run into a motorbug that came out the last minute, or like or I have buzz bombers in such places where by the time I see them, I don't really have any time to react. And then there's rollers. Rollers are for the, if people are not really sure what they are like arguably the most annoying robot in the original Sonic series, or like at least Sonic 1. Like, they are very difficult to dodge. In here, they come in such a way that it's even more difficult to dodge them. Like, seriously, they come the hell out of nowhere. Amusingly at first, it's kind of, well, it is kind of amusing at first to see the glitch train come at you, but then it becomes like unfunny really quickly. Also, he has these monitors up on these bloody loops. Like, why was this a good idea again? Like, you have to like get enough speed to jump up and hit it to bring it down just so you can pass. Like, seriously, why? On top of that, what's the point of all these monitors? Like, you may as well have just, like, gotten rid of them. And, like, you get 10 rings in the level from that monitor. Why? Just like, why? Oh, thank you for the 10 rings when I don't need them. Like, seriously, I am writing on this hack a bit. But, like, seriously, it's just not very good. And, like, it's in the hacking contest. Like, no offense, but why would you put this in the hacking contest? Like, it's not, at least in my opinion, I don't think it's really hacking contest worthy. Like, it doesn't really have much to set it apart from other hacks that use vanilla layouts. Like, Sonic, a very useful engine that I just reviewed in this video, is a good example of how a vanilla-like hack should work. It has a gimmick that sets it apart from the original. Here, this doesn't really have much of a good gimmick to set it apart. Like, it's incredibly uninteresting. It's just not fun to play. Like, honestly, Kaizo kind of hacks. Well, this tries to be Kaizo, and to be honest, it kind of succeeds in some way. Except it screams of reeks of tryhard. But like, it doesn't really have much to set it apart from other hacks that use the regional layouts. Is my complaint. It's annoying. And what the hell hit me? And I think that was probably the Whirler hit me actually. Then I just pretty much gave up. Yeah, I recommend you give this hack a void. Like, I really do recommend you avoid this. And I think if the creator like got rid of the rollers and like maybe some of the badniks and added some bit more rings, I think this hack would be decent at best. But